In this last video, I want to cover our first major assignment, which will be due this Sunday, and that is Assignment 1, Critical Response and Summary. So for this assignment, you're going to read Allison's article, Like Being Dragged Through a Bush Backwards, and you're going to write a 500 to 800 word essay summarizing Allison's main argument and then responding to the argument that he makes. So I want you to explain, do you agree or disagree with the main argument that Allison gives? And I would like you to support your agreement or disagreement by providing examples from the text and your own reasoning. You may incorporate other sources if you wish, but they're not required. Perhaps some of you would like to incorporate verses from the Bible or anything else that you've used in other courses that relates to the main idea of Allison's article. So you can find the instructions for this assignment on page 11 in the syllabus, and remember that the syllabus is located on our course page right here. And just a couple key requirements. This essay will be clearly signal between the thoughts of Allison and your own thoughts, and this is where the Graf and Birkenstein book will help you. Okay, you provide support for your opinion. And the essay will properly summarize, quote, and cite Allison's article, so you should have a works cited for this assignment. And know that the works cited is not part of the word minimum. All right, so because the key idea of this assignment is to find and understand the main idea of the text, remember Adler and Van Doren on page 46 and 47 give you these 4 questions to help you identify the main idea. What is the book or article about as a whole? What is being said in detail? Is this article true in whole or part? And what of it? What is the meaning? Kind of so what? Why is the author telling us this? Now, if you want a slightly different take, here are some of my own questions that I often give students for how to find a main idea. I ask them, what is an idea that the author keeps coming back to? So look for maybe repeated words, concepts, or ideas or examples. Second, what does the writer focus on at the end? So a lot of times writers will tell us the moral of the story or the main point or tie everything together within the last couple paragraphs of an article. Third, if you could summarize the content of the reading in one sentence, what would you say? And that's often a good way to quickly identify a main idea. What does the author want you to think, feel, or believe after hearing them out? Okay, so if you struggle a little bit with the Adler and Van Doren questions, try using these ones to help you get to the main idea of Allison's article. All right, I have another resource for you that will help you write this assignment. So assignment 1 is worth 10% of your course grade. So remember, these essays have a big bulk and part of your grade in this class, so it's important to do well on them. So you have what I call an outline template, and this outline will help you know what to put in your paper and what to say. I do not want you to submit this outline document, but it will give you a start. You can just kind of fill it out and copy and paste it into a new document. So if you go to our course page and scroll down to course resources, you'll see this outline document right here. And once it loads, you'll see that basically I give you a few questions to help you identify the main idea, identify whether you agree or not, and then here is an outline for you to follow. So what information is needed in your introduction paragraph, maybe how to write a summary paragraph, and then kind of your responses and a conclusion. So you have your general 5-paragraph essay format to follow right here. Also, if you go back to those course resources, there are some other tools there to help you write. So if it's been a while since you took English 120 or maybe your high school writing class, these videos of how to write a thesis sentence and how to do a good paragraph structure would be helpful for you to watch. This covers the meal plan in a little more detail than maybe what I did last week in our class session. And then there's also sources here for how to set up your paper in MLA formatting and how to do citations. So here's some good resources for you. All right, other couple things. Graf and Birkenstein give you a lot of good templates to use for using quotes and summaries on pages 293 through 309 in the back of your book, so you can refer to that. All right, couple tips for summaries. You can use quotes and summaries, but they should equal less than a quarter of your summary. All right, so remember that a summary is where you're just restating an author's idea in your own words and in a way that's shorter than the original. Okay? So when you quote, you should decide, are the exact words that the author is using important? That's the best criteria to use to decide if you need to quote or not. Okay? If you can convey the general idea of what the author said in your own words, use your own words. But if you really need to emphasize like a specific phrase an author used, then use that author's direct words and quote them. All right, make sure you still explain what a quote means within your summary and how it relates to your point in giving the summary. So look especially at Graffin-Birkenstein chapter 3 for this. And then use the templates that I've already mentioned from Graffin-Birkenstein.